Susan, now this is where the farm is, and this is the final place as I talked about transplanting. So now this is a spacing. So I'll talk about the spacing because many people don't know how to space their apple. Normally here we have done 2 meters from one tree to the other, and from one line to the other we had to expand to 3 meters. But this was because we were intercropping with this dragon fruit. But if we were not, would have done 2 meters the tree to the other, then 2.5 meters from one line to the other. That will give you space for maybe movement, watering, manuring. So you only need 2.5 meters. After now, from the nursery, we bring in the tree to the farm and we do the proper spacing. After doing the hole, a hole we do 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet deep. This one is to ensure that the tree, you see, is a tender plant. So when you bring it down here, the ground might be so hard. But when you do the 2 feet, and then you bring back the soil, the topsoil, together with 1 bucket of manure, you mix it well, and then you put the plant. So within 9 months, that tree will be fruiting because penetrating from the roots will be so easy. So that's all about. Then what you ensure so much is watering. Here we have done what we call drip irrigation, but this one is the button irrigation. So this one is to make sure that the tree is getting enough water. We didn't do the drip irrigation, but we did the button. The button has more water. Since it's a tree, not like vegetable or other veggies that we do. So because it's a tree, we use the drippers because it will give more water to the tree. Now, this tree is now 3 years, as you can see it. And already we have been harvesting. And as I said, this tree will be giving you fruits throughout the year. As you can see here, we have fruits which are already ready for harvest. This one is for, these are fruits that are almost, they are ready for harvest. As you can see, they have given the golden reddish color. So this is how you know that they are ready for harvest. Then from that point, you get this stage. Now this one. So I'm trying to show how this tree will be fruiting throughout the year. So when you look at this one, there's some flowers coming out of this, and this point, these are already flowering pointed again. So as soon as you are through with this one will be almost ready for harvest when you have harvested that. So when you are through with the harvesting of this one, the flowering now will be big fruits. The time you are harvesting the flower point, because there will be definitely fruits at that time, on that point, after flowering, the point will take, the flowers will take 3 months as in to become a fruit you can harvest. So by the time you harvest the flowers, when they become a fruit, this one that you harvested at this stage, on the same point will have given you some more flowers. So it rotates. As you can see, this one has all stages. So it rotates like that. This tree will be here over 100 years. You can imagine. Add your years. Me, I'm almost heading some good years. So I can add 100 years. So I don't know whether I'll reach here. I'll reach that point. But anyway, my kids of kids will be there. So they will enjoy the harvest. They will enjoy the business. So it's a long-term business, which does not need chemicals. As I say, they don't need anything. You only need watering and manuring. So this one is a business, is a sure bet. I would call it like that. So it will continue flowering, fruiting, flowering, fruiting, flowering, until now you are. But what you ensure, watering is done, manure is done. After every harvest, you make sure that you do manure to ensure that every stage has gotten some food to eat. That is, here you can see these buds. These are flowerings coming up, very tiny. Leave about this one. So it's throughout, and how they are bedding. This is what I said. You cannot allow a tree of 3 months or 4 months to flower or to fruit, because it will definitely break the branch. This one, since it's a strong tree, it's bedding like this because of the weight of the fruits. But as soon as you harvest, you're done with harvest, imti itainuka and then go back to the. So after another weight comes in, to just bed again. So it's just swift at this point because it's strong tree. So ensure that you're doing it the right way. So that's all about the Wambugu apple, and those are the tips you need for this tree to grow. You don't need anything. You don't need chemicals, only manure and watering. Yes. So we were in a 3/4 land, and an eighth ilikuwa na nyumba, boma ya ng'ombe, so you can imagine the small space. And out of selling the fruits, we were able to get these farms you are seeing in Laikipia. So if you have an acre, already a farm, or maybe I'll talk about youths, like my mom said, if you are a parent and you have lands, wazazi wetu wako na mashamba, stop just having them that mimi niko na shamba, and you have some kids, youths, they have energy. Give maybe an acre or half an acre. That is enough for that kid to grow and also to raise himself financially, because a half an acre you can do 300 trees, and maybe this youth is working, and that's why I tell so many youths, stop thinking of a car when you are youth. If your mom or your father gives you a half an acre, instead of buying a car or taking a loan to buy a car, buy like this tree, and within 4 years or 3 years you'd have gotten your own land, and also you have gotten money even to build that house, that land, and expand and expand and expand. Like our own, when we came here in Laikipia, is my father who gave us these farms you're seeing. And right now where we are standing, we have already purchased our own land, which have our own names, title. Yani niko na title. Now, I'm expressing and declaring my wealth. So you can see, but I'm so proud that I was able to buy my own land out of what my father gave me. Because nilikuwa na that urge that I want to have my own, and have my, when you are telling your husband and your kids that this is our farm, it's a sweet, sweet thing. You can imagine a youth from nowhere having a land and it's shining, it has a good house. Kuwa mshamba, si lazima tuwe na zile nyumba za matope. There's this lady that said, youths tunataka sexy farming, something, So if you have such a farm, an acre, with a nice house, you don't need to go to Nairobi. To do what? Let me tell you, Susan, life here is sweet. Hi! I wish you know. Soon we are doing a swimming pool. So me and my kid and my husband in our area, we have fenced, enjoying there. The following day, and with our kids. So the apples. The following day, we are selling the apples. So, and the money we are not paying for rent. We are not doing anything. It's only giving back and expanding and living that super life. So it's not a must for you either to be in Nairobi or to be in the town. It is good because you're working, but work with that mind that I want to have. You have a vision, and it is the best. I'm telling you, when I'm in the farm, I feel like, you take a hot shower. You live better than people. Okay, sorry, people in Nairobi, forgive me. But it's something we were, when I grow up, when I finish school, I go to Nairobi. But there is also a very, I would say, sexy way, because that's what the youth will, you get what I'm saying. That life, that nice life, because what you have, it's giving you money. Because you see, after every harvest, you have another harvest. And mind you, Susan, we have both local market and outside market. Like me now in May, as I said, I'm going to UK, and I'm not going there for holiday. I'm going there to strike a deal. Hi! And you can imagine you in the landing in the, and it's all about farming. I've gone to so many countries and I enjoy it, and I enjoy it as a farmer. So many times there are these architectures. Even my tongue is shida ya kutoa hiyo jina. You meet them in the plane. You know these people with but you are there as a farmer. It's a good feeling. So it's something everyone can do. So with an acre, is that one you can make millions and millions, because an acre 600, and remember our calculations about one tree, 150 kilos. So giving you 60,000 per tree, and you have the 600. So do that arithmetic, you get the whole figure. So it's all about life, and you enjoy doing business, and also your kids will enjoy. Yeah. Kulima sio shamba.